Hello, my lovely friends. This is Grace, and welcome to Double Page Layout Series process video number 6. Wow, that was a mouthful. So in this particular page, I am going to share with you that double page layouts are perfect for when we're using 4x6 photos, and your pages doesn't have to be so boring because you're using the same size. I know we are in the age right now that we can get whatever size of photos we want, and some people even try to, reduce their photos to really small sizes. And I like that sometimes, but I'm getting old, I guess, that I also like my photos to be large enough where I can see it and I don't have to use a magnifying glass to look at them. So here are some photos of my son's science fair project when he was in 5th grade, and he is now in 8th. So this is a while back. And I'm using 3 pattern papers here and then 2 cardstocks. Actually, the white is not a cardstock. It's a it's a backside of a pattern paper that I don't really care for, but I'm treating it as a white cardstock. And so um, I am actually fooling around with the placements of the papers here right now because I like to use the papers, but I just don't know right now how to go about it. And so I know some people have said that they want to see my whole process, and I hope that this will help you kind of see that it takes a while for me to figure out the style. And even when I think I've got it, when I pull everything out again, it still I still managed to do a totally different plan than what I had originally thought of. So my son's school, elementary school, or my kids' elementary school, I should say, does science fair projects for their um, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And so this was my son's last one. And they're all 4x6 because 5 of these photos, no, actually there's 7 pictures there, and 6 of these photos were actually pulled from his um, board that we used for his science fair. Excuse me. And so I decided I don't know, I didn't want to throw away pictures basically. So when the science fair was done, I pulled these photos, which I adhered with a repositionable adhesive, but I pulled them off of the, what is that called? The display board for his particular science fair project, and then use that for these photos. I mean, for the photos for this layout, because I thought, well, I already printed them. I already spent money printing them off. I don't want to have to reprint them. Although when I finally worked on these photos, because mind you, I'm making this page in 2016, and this was in 2004, no, 13. Yeah, no, 2014, I think. So it's been a while, and some of the photos have like scratches on them and things like that. But it didn't matter to me because I still wanted to make sure that I use that instead of reprinting another photo. So I also have some scraps of green, 2 shades of green circles that I have cut from a steel die cut from Blonde, no, not Blonde Fawn, Avriel. And it is the one that has the stitched accent on the edge of it. And I love those kinds of dies. So I'm just adhering my white cardstock to the red one, and then I'm going to go on the other side. If I was smart enough, I would not have used the white cardstock as a whole, because as you can see, I'm cutting up or covering up a whole bunch of them with some pattern papers. And so I should have just trimmed them down, but white cardstock is, I mean, it's not something that it's going to be hard for me to replace, so I'm okay with that. And then I'm just tearing everything back here. So when you're thinking about your double page layouts with 4x6 photos, of course you're going to think about the amount of space left after you have put your photos. And that's the first thing that I take note of when I am working with 4x6, because I don't want my page to look like it's a big photo album, because it's just all you see are just photos. I do like photos, but I want to be able to have enough room for my title, for journaling, and for other accents. So those are some of the things that you might want to consider when you are using 4x6 photos on a double page layout. You most certainly have the room to put a lot of 4x6 photos, but also make sure that it's balanced with all of the other stuff. I did double matte the bottom photo, because that is a picture that I took of him during the science fair, and I wanted that to be the focal point photo. And then I also used some nested rectangle dies to house my title and my journaling. My title was a combination of various stickers and also another of that round green circle. And then my title, or I'm sorry, my journaling was pre-typed on the computer, and then I tucked that into a frame that I created with the same um, nested die. I think the nested die that I used here is from Memory Box. So I'm just starting to dress up my page with a little bit of accent. I'm not going to put a lot of embellishments on here, because that's another thing about 4x6 photos, is that there is really no need for a lot of embellishments. You most certainly can put them in clusters, so they're not all over the place and it doesn't take away from the photos. But it's a good, I love 4x6 photos on double page layouts, because it provides me a good balance. I don't overdo my embellishments. I don't overdo my papers, because I know that most of the uh, real estate of my page is taken up by the pictures. So here are some close-ups of the layout, and if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the videos that I present here on my channel, please hit subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.